Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Sam and Max in the Devil's Playhouse. As I am interrupted by a computer. Anyway, let's take a quick look around now that we're down here in the end result of Stinky's underground passage.
Max, look! Bosco Tech Clone Pod. This clone pod was manufactured by Mama Bosco.
We probably should have guessed by the hot pants they're wearing. Mama sure does love a nicely turned Samgam.
If Mama Bosco's the one controlling these clones, she's got a lot of explaining to do.
Indeed she does. And why would she be working with Stinky?
Mama Bosco has a lot of explaining to do about these clone tanks.
You already said that.
It bears repeating. Mama Bosco has a lot of explaining to do about these clone tanks.
You already said that.
It bears repeating.
Indeed it does. So we repeated it.
Property of Hoover Dam.
The ghost of J. Edgar Hoover is raising an unholy army of sexually provocative Sam clones!
Good theory. Wrong Hoover.
I wouldn't call them sexually provocative. Just me personally, though.
Clone cooker DNA input receptacle.
Whoa! Yikes!
Looks like our mysterious clone master doesn't want anyone messing with their cloning recipe.
So, we've got Stinky, we've got Mama Bosco, and now, apparently, Paperweight. Huh. Interesting. All three of them working together could be a really bad thing.
Neat. Unexplained wriggly things.
Don't get too close, Max. They may look silly, but those tentacles are oozing with painful eldritch magics.
That must be serious. You almost never use magics with a K.
Paperweight conjured a bunch of these things back at the museum. He must be involved somehow.
Not a bad guess, really. But they're interfering with getting into the clone cooking controls there. What else is going on around here?
Cloning facility status.
Huh. You'd think a multi-bazillion-dollar facility like this could afford something a little snazzier than a chintzy scrolly sign.
Yeah.
Nice kitchenette.
You gotta love a mastermind who keeps the coffee flowing.
It probably helps. Yeah, what else we got here?
What is it?
A box of stuff.
Fog machine. A rubber costume. Some more AV equipment like we found back in the subway.
Freaky. Anything useful?
Nope.
Aw. Let's go this way. Kitchenette. We've already looked at that. Microwaves.
These microwaves aren't working.
Some Nimrod probably blew the fuse when he tried to zap his leftover casserole and cup o' bisque in 2 different microwaves at the same time. We're in the middle of an energy crisis, people!
Ah. Oh well. Let's see. We can go back to Stinky's that way. I didn't click on anything, but instead we get something watching us. Freaky. Patchouli smelling tunnel there. And a well-constructed tunnel. Right next to a dispenser.
Look, Max. Free health, ammo, cupcakes, clues, and enlightenment. Oh, wait. It's empty.
It's only blue team. Nobody cares about blue team.
Extra virgin protein fluid. They're empty.
Yeah, that's what... as the bishop once... You know what's... I got nothing.
Thankfully.
Extra virgin protein fluid. They're empty.
So, since it's right next to the tunnel Stinky built, let's go explore that one first, shall we? Find out where it leads. Since we're not going to get any answers here. Patchouli smelling tunnel.
I wonder what's down this tunnel.
There's only 5 or 6 ways to find out.
Well, let's take the one that doesn't involve explosives or time travel.
Spoil sport.
Yeah, spoil sport. Exactly. It's exactly my thoughts there.
Well, here we are, back in the Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, Paperweight's office. Maybe he can tell us what's going on with all these Sams.
And before you get any ideas on exploring the rest of the museum again, we're kind of limited to just his office. So let's... Hey, look
A
at the
trash can.
My psychic clue sense is tingling.
You know I can't stand looking at you when you dig through garbage.
No time to indulge your delicate sensibilities, Sam. Look!
What is it?
Hey, I just find the clues. And besides, I seem to have temporarily lost my ability to read.
A disturbing side effect of your psychic abilities?
Nah, I just can't be bothered.
Seems about right. What's this?
It's a letter from our old pal Sal, resigning from his job at the museum.
Should a 6-foot-tall cockroach really be putting himself out on the job market in this economy?
Maybe we should ask him. He left a forwarding number.
Sweet!
Oh, that's useful. At least it can still teleport, so we can go visit Sal later if we really need to. But we don't yet.
It's locked.
Yeah, but at least there aren't a bicycle of eldritch tentacles guarding it anymore.
I don't think bicycle is the group word for tentacles, Max.
Just a minute.
Wait, you fool!
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's you.
We've got some questions.
Dr. Norrington and I could not give 3 rotten figs for your questions. We've got important work to do. Good day.
But
I said good day, sir.
Well, I never.
Uh-huh. Come on, let us in.
Oh, what now?
Get rid of them!
You again?
If we could just...
Oh, maybe one more
gotta
attempt
get
will
in there,
soften him
Sam.
up.
Why? I mean, other than the generic amusement of antagonizing people.
I think Monsieur Paperweight's mysterious boss, Dr. Norrington, is in there.
And?
And I need to thank him for helping me out against Salmon Mac.
Good enough reason as any.
Who is it?
It's the restless spirit of Ed McMahon, and I've got a really big novelty check.
Oh, yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
You don't hear too many people pray to elder gods to give them strength. Just saying.
Who is it?
It's the window viper. I come to wipe your windows.
Oh, yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
I like annoying him. How many more do we get? Is that it?
Who is it?
Door-to-door psychic toy salesman.
Oh, yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
You'd think he'd stop falling for this after a little while, wouldn't you?
Who is it? Oh, yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
One more?
Who is it?
Fast, Graham.
Oh, yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
Do we have one more in us?
Who is it?
I'm selling these binaural jackets.
Oh, yolks
that
are
was
God. Give me
terrible.
strength. Hurry it up.
Do we have more? Annoying him is always fun.
Who is it?
I'm selling these binaural jackets.
Aw, that's it. Oh well.
Yolks are God. Give me strength. Hurry it up.
So obviously no amount of badgering him at the door will get him to open up. But he has a security panel here.
It's a standard security panel, tricked out with hieroglyphics instead of numbers. I wonder what the key code is.
Aha! Rats! I thought for sure it would spell out King Butt.
I think Monsieur Paperweight's key code is going to be a little more sophisticated than that, Max.
You mean more like Emperor Gluteus Maximus?
No, I mean more like something we'll never, ever guess. Ever. We're never getting in there until we figure out Paperweight's key code.
Yeah, let's see if we can take care of that, shall we? Obviously, we can still read minds, so let us do that. Although, for some reason, I'm in the wrong spot to actually do this. Darn it. What's Sam thinking?
Tar.
Are you casual?
Still
Well,
doing
excuse
that,
me
huh?
for.
Looks like I'm gonna have to move over a little bit. Get a better vantage point inside the door. Come on. Try this one more time and then quickly.
Shelly?
Hurry it!
While he's standing there, let's see if we can quickly do that. Yeah, okay, while he's standing there, we will get him to this.
Let's see. Foot, snake, squiggle squiggle, bird. Done!
We probably should have guessed that one.
Yes, we should have. But you wouldn't let me.
Still remember the code?
I'll have you know I've got a mind like a steel tramp.
Trap.
Really? Huh. A steel tramp would be a lot more fun in a bum fight.
Can't fault the logic as much as I want to.
Don't look at me!
Oh, come on. You're not that ugly.
You don't understand. Human minds aren't equipped to comprehend.
Hey, Sam, there's a guy in here.
I'm impressed. Most humans are driven incurably insane by the mere glimpse of my unspeakable visage.
Yeah, well, no offense, but we get more unspeakable visages in our convention swag.
So you're the mysterious Dr. Norrington?
I am known by many names. Among them, Yog-Sothoth, Elder Fiend of the Dark Dimension.
I'm so surprised.
Shocking, true, but not nearly as shocking as the horrific truths I suspect I must now reveal.
So, let's get to revealing a few truths, huh?
What do you have to say about all those creepy tentacles we found in the cloning chamber?
Tentacles?
Yeah, like the ones your boy Paperweight summoned in the museum last night.
Cthulhu's Wattle!
Ooh, I'm using that.
So
Only
am I.
one such as myself can summon the Cilia of Torment. Whoever's controlling your clones must be awash in the forces of the Dark Dimension.
Did you really just say awash?
The only thing that can properly vanquish matter from the Dark Dimension is the Chthonic Destroyer.
The Chthonic Destroyer, huh?
What's the Chthonic Destroyer?
Is it pointy?
The Chthonic Destroyer is the ultimate psychic toy. A weapon so terrible that it was once used to drive the Elder Gods themselves back to their home in the Dark Dimension.
Ah, look, that mole man is smiting an army.
Mind if we hold on to this?
Sam's got a thing for illuminated manuscripts.
If it will help you find the Chthonic Destroyer, yes, of course.
Thanks. I'll try to keep Max from drawing dirty pictures in the margins.
Try. Yeah, well.
Can the Destroyer be used against those tentacles?
The Destroyer is proof against anything from the Dark Dimension. Me, the tentacles, the toy box.
Sam, we gotta get one of these things.
You'll have to find the hidden giggling realm of skittering ingestion if you wish to find the Destroyer.
Huh. That could be a problem.
Do you know?
The clones are meaningless.
And chubby.
Hey!
But if they are truly stealing toys, then their master may be attempting to gather a complete collection of the toys of power.
Collect all 1024. Impress your friends.
And destroy the entirety of existence as we know it. You've already borne witness to the damage that can be wrought when the Devil's Toy Box is mostly full. If the box is completely engorged, its power will tear down the walls of reality itself.
That could be a problem.
So, aside from tearing apart reality, anything else you think we should know about the Plague of Me?
Only that they should seriously consider a gym membership.
Man! I almost feel sorry for Sam.
You and Paperweight seem to know a lot about that Devil's Toy Box that everybody keeps stealing.
The Devil's Toy Box. Ha! You should be so lucky.
What are you talking about?
The toy box is of a power far greater than that of your primitive gods and devils. It is the property of my grandson, Junior.
Junior?
Yes, Junior, the youngest and most horrible of the Elder Gods. His birthing wail shattered the supercontinent of Pangaea. His first steps sunk the proto-civilizations of Subarctica.
Junior?
In an effort to stop my rampaging grandchild from destroying the Omniverse, I brought many of my precious childhood keepsakes over from the Dark Dimension to keep Junior distracted and entertained, as well as a box to contain their frightening power.
Junior?
Unfortunately, when the Elder Gods were banished to the Dark Dimension, Junior's toy box was lost during the move. And in the millennia since, he just will not stop whining about it.
Junior?
It's a lot scarier if you've got the requisite complement of larynxes to pronounce it correctly.
It would have to be. Let's keep going, shall we?
So why have the 1.5 of you been trying to get your hands on the toy box all these years?
To destroy it!
But why? It's got all those cool toys that make my brain tingle and my ears all fuzzy.
The toys of power were never meant for mortal hands. For the sake of all that exists, they must be returned to the toy box and annihilated.
You're not gonna take my toys, are you?
Not yet. Your chaotic mastery of the toys of power may yet prove useful in defeating the master of these
Something is going
blasphemous
on with
portly
my
canines.
computer here. It's freezing up in bits and pieces here. So that didn't just the recording, it's actually the game is freezing up just a little bit.
So how did gigantic behemoth of an elder god like you get stuck in panty waste anyway?
Paperweight!
Silence! Several decades ago, Monsieur Paperweight foolishly attempted to summon me to this plane of existence.
Mr. Bossy.
Yeah, we, may have heard something about that.
Paperweight's infantile conjurings were doomed to failure, but the uncanny power of your grandsire's brain somehow managed to extrude an infinitesimally tiny fraction of my essence into this dimension. It became fused with Paperweight's unsettlingly hairless and ladylike torso.
We've spent the better part of a century trying to retrieve the toy box and send the great Yog-Sothoth home.
And we would have succeeded last night if you hadn't lost your temper over that slobbering space ape.
Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see Sal out there.
Ah, yes, poor Sal. He resigned after the incident with General Schoonkape's men.
Any idea where he is now?
I'm sure he left a forwarding number in his resignation letter, but I'm afraid I've lost track of it. I have a lot on my table right now.
Indeed you do.
Sure you don't know where Sal is?
No, but you're welcome to have a look around.
Well, even though we've already found that information.
Hold the phone. You're Yog-Sothoth, the world-shattering elder god?
You look like something my non-existent cat coughed up.
Curb your tongue, rabbit!
No, no, Paperweight. The Naked One is right. This debased form is a pathetic shadow of my former glory. Long before the dawn of man, my kind was sovereign over this dimension and countless others. We welcome the development of sentient life, drinking deeply
Nick.
from your bottomless well springs of terror, and also your succulent hairy flesh.
Ew.
For untold eons, we lapped at the perpetual buffet of your horror and worship, until powerful forces rallied to drive us back to the Dark Dimension.
Forces?
Primitive hybrids somehow impervious to our powers. You know them as mole men.
Get out of here.
Yes, that's exactly what they ordered us to do.
You know, it's a lot harder to take you prehistoric elder gods seriously, now that I know you were banished by a bunch of mole men.
Scoff if you must, but the mole people were much more powerful before they were genetically marginalized by the cruel twists of evolution.
Just like Uncle Billy.
So, should I call you young Sagoth or Norrington?
Call me Dr. Norrington. When uttered by your mortal tongues, my true name sounds disturbingly like our term for number 2.
You should hear him say nuclear.
Well,
Stay put. We'll probably have more questions later.
Your kind always does.
well, that's kind of interesting. We finally figure out the secret to Dr. Norrington. And have an offer to look around Paperweight's office. So, wow, they're still at it. Even around here. Creepy. So anyway, now that we have got the invitation to look around here and the clones outside chanting for toys, it's time to call this a video. When we come back, we go look around here and we see where the well-constructed tunnel leads.
Maybe if we ignore them, they'll go away.
Maybe, but not likely. See you later, folks. Take care.